welcome to RISC-V Open Hour, and today is June 9th. And so today is a Asia Time Open Hour, and we have a lot of people here actually, and more than 24 people here, and very welcome to join us. And so as a normal schedule, we start with I will start with the opening and do some introduction of normal information, and then I will introduce some Fedora progress, and at the end, and then we will doing some introduction of PLCT work, and his colleague will follow up to do some introduction of their work. So let's start with the schedule, normal opening, like what is the open hour. This is kind of a bi-week makeup provide the opportunity for community to interact in real time with special folks on RISC-V support in the open source software project and development board, and then call for the participant is open. So for the schedule, today is Wednesday, so with our time is for US is not very friendly. So let's kind of Asia is a friend. This time zone is very friendly to Asia. So so I think most of the participants come from Asia, and some of the Western people, and also, you know, which is a true love to RISC-V and join us. And Drew is busy in not at home, so he's busy, so he cannot join us. So I will take the place temporarily to hosting and do the opening. And the next time will be the June 2029. So it will be the early evening in Europe, and it actually is it's a US time zone open hour. So welcome to join that. So today I think several RISC-V ambassadors join, like me and Wei Wu. And let me check the participant. And I'm not sure if Akira join us. Yeah, not. I haven't saw him. So yeah, I and Wei Wu will do most of the introduction. Then this is the normal introduction of RISC-V International. So for how to join us, you can check the website of the RISC-V International, and individual and non-profit organization can join for free of the course. RISC-V technical wiki landing page, you can check here. I guess I have opened it. So you can check the technical overview, and almost all the information has been included in this website, in this web page. And RISC-V technical working group, you can check all the working group information here. So I think I can if you join us, this is the first time you join us, you may can checklist slide, and if you don't have the slide link, I will paste it later in the chat. The recent extension will be listed here, and all the information will be in this page. And the software ecosystem information will be listed in this page. And I won't go through it because we have a lot of information later will be introduced by Wei Wu and his team. So we just go through this roughly. And for the working group mailing list, you can check here. You can, if you're interested in some of the topic, you can subscribe this subscribe them from the mailing list. And all the member will be listed here. And how to join the international also will be the information will be in the RISC-V.org membership webpage, so you can check this. Technical meeting calendar. If you almost all the meeting are open, and you can join this, and the meeting calendar is here, and you can subscribe them. Like me, I normally will join development board meeting and the ambassador meeting. Most of the SGI meeting are here, and you can subscribe all of them by just by this web page. Then this is this is snapshot of the page just now. And for the recent conference and news for RISC-V will be, kernel recipe in Europe, I guess, in 2022. Drew attend the, as you can see in this picture, Drew attend the meeting. And he made an introduction of Linux on RISC-V. The slide is very full of all, include all the information of Linux on RISC-V. I highly suggest you to check this slide. The link is here. And the other one is RISC-V Day Tokyo 2022 Spring. And I also made a presentation there. Talking about Linux on RISC-V, latest information update. So you can check the link and see all the RISC-V specific information there. So one is the kernel conference, including some RISC-V information. The other one is RISC-V specific conference event. So let's latest news about the RISC-V conference. So after that, I will do some introduction of Fedora, and then Wei Wu's team, and he will do some introduction of the other Linux distro, because his team do a great effort of all this distribution. Especially for OpenEULA and for RISC-V. So let me do the RISC-V, Fedora on RISC-V introduction first. So for Fedora, we have made 14,000 package SRPM package. Is maybe 64% of all the Fedora 36 packages totally. So we have a very big report, and I just download all the SRPM and RPM package. Is nearly 90 gigabytes for all of this. So we trying to move all the package to Chinese Academy of Science hosted cloud service. So in there, people can download it and download all the images there. So we just trying to finish the latest part and improve all the deployment shell script to make sure we can deploy thousands of builder as soon as possible. So we are trying to do all the produce all the procedure smoothly. So try to improve our shell script. So Fedora 36 kindly just finished, and most of the function has been done. Like a lot of desktop environment has been tested, like LXQT, LXDE, XFCE, Sugar, and has been tested on Cmo. And but the genome haven't been tested on Cmo because we have some problem on LLVM pipe. So we will test it on a real hardware, and Deepin desktop and the KDE desktop is ongoing target for us. We are trying to finish Firefox as soon as possible. Since under the help from Wei Wu's team, we have gone a patch for Firefox. We haven't for a build it because we lack some latest Rust support in Fedora. So we are trying to update the Rust package. So right now we are doing package update in the building. So we target all the graphic desktop environment and trying to build some application as more as we can. So that's the introduction of all the Fedora environment. And we will please take it over and do some other introduction from PLCT and the other Linux distro.
Yeah, so I just realized that my colleagues updated the slides after this page, so I just modified it alive.
Okay.
So,
maybe,
yeah, so
maybe
we can just yeah, you can go next slide.
I can go next. Okay. Maybe you can show the slide and maybe you can control it, right? I quit from the show.
Yeah, that's okay. So you can we can just let you continue to show slides, because that's
okay,
the next slides. Each page we have different presenter to discuss.
Okay, sure. So let's go to the next, right?
Yeah.
Okay, please.
Yes, and that's my part. So there's a big news is that the RISC-V Summit China has been announced, and the call for call for talks are opened. The deadline is July 2nd. So all talks are welcome, and in the Chinese language or English language are accepted. So this is the second time that we held a summit level conferences in mainland China, and this year, due to the COVID-19 quarantine policy, that we have to decide that put this summit online. But the co-located events, they can have a hybrid style, so they can have in-person meetings, and the summit, the main conference itself, will hold online. So hopefully that everyone on the earth will be able to attend and virtually and to see the conference. So, and we are very delighted to announce that we had invited Mark Hampson from RISC-V International and Jianyi Meng from Alibaba to be the co-chairs of this summit. Yeah, please, next slide. So that's basically the timetable, and the CIP has announced, and for sponsorship we have the diamond soda, the top level sponsorships have been sold out very quickly. So we have a few silver and bronze level sponsorships available. So feel free to contact me if you like. And for most of the attendees, the attendee registration system are planned to open next week. So you can just register, and although that we are going to online this year, we also want to be be the best RISC-V Summit channel. So we're just planning how the way that we can send the conference packages to all the audience, so that they can get the manual, the brochure, and get some more new ways to get involved with this summit. Yeah, please stay tuned. Thank you. So that's all the information for the RISC-V Summit China. So we can go next slide. Okay, Costa. I see that Wang Chen.
So he is now here.
Hello.
I think he's here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Hello everyone, and I'm Chen from PRCT Lab. I'm working with some guys from PRCT and RVI Android SIG on the useful project. Since last meeting, I summarized some new updates here, and I classified this work into 3 parts. The first one is about Bionic, the libc for Android, and the major work in this part we are working on and focus on the work to bug fix and to pass the unit tests. By now, we have still around 20 unit cases failed, and for this time we optimize some memory operation function and some work about TLS, so the local storage, and passed some cases. The second part is about emulator, and as you know that the Android emulator still use a very old Cmo version, and we have worked and make it support RISC-V, and we did some optimize work and update to make it work more better for the RISC-V. And along with the emulator work, we have some updates on the kernel to match the emulator behavior. And along this work, we also update some document and guide to let people to know how to use the emulator for Android 12. And the last one is about NDK. This part is not big, and we just rework the previewed NDK and remove some redundant files. That's all. Thank you. Chairman, I think we can move to the next one.
Okay, thank you very much. Wei Wu, would you like to take control, or just I follow? I just show the next.
Yeah, either is good to me. So next is Java Chen.
Hello everyone, I'm Jiawei Chen from PLCT. Let me introduce the GCC progress within 2 weeks. The first one is the RISC-V built-in support patches have been sent to SF upstream. It was follow the first link. It's a big patch set that contains about 16 full patches, and some patches are too large, about 18 minus bit, so it was lost. Kito and Palmer discuss how to solve this problem. Since it's just a built-in support patch, the second link on GitHub for RISC-V Next, which support all auto-vectorization and the built-in support, which concludes the auto-vectorization. Since why his patch for upstream not conclude the auto vectorization, since it have some the auto vectorization changes have some intermediate part changes which conflict with ARM and x86 architectures, so it was not being supported to upstream, and it will be discussed how to solve, and will send the auto vectorization support part after the first patch. And the second topic is Linux performance and glue control in this year will be held in September. You can click the link and say they are preparing some topics, and some topics are decided. If you are interested, you can prepare a topic and send your email to the Christoph Muller, and he will introduce you how to join the meeting online, and or you can give your talk on it. The next is the RISC-V profile discuss. You can open the profile docs introduction, which the profile include a highly modular and extensible instruction set for RISC-V, since we have more and more sub extension now used in Ubuntu chain. For example, if you use Bitmanic, it has 4 sub extensions: ZBA, ZBB, ZBC, ZBS, which is very confused for users to use and combine them correctly. If you use a profile options, it will very easy for user to use. Just input the profile options, and it will expand to a long string that support what extension you want. But here are some questions in the profile implement into chain. It was discussed in the handle profiling tools link. If you're interested, you can click and check and join the discuss. The next part is sub-extension support for RISC-V on the upstream. The first one is ZICNTR and ZIHPM extension, which departed from the base extension I. It was the timer clock extension for registers used, and it have some issues to deal in the chain support. Kito have give slides to introduce it and give some stall plan, but it is still under discuss. I think it will be support in a few months. For next, the ZFH and ZH in X extension, which support half float point, had been supported just in built-in part on upstream, which you can use it to assemble, use the assembler to assemble some codes, generate the machine OP codes, but GCC part is still under developing. The next one is the Cmo extension, which means the cache management operation extension has been supported on GCC upstream. Now you can use the Cmo extension with the match, and it will support the cache memory management. The last one is the Untitled meeting slides, which hold on last week. It has had introduced some topics about the Galoon. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So shall we go next, right? LLVM and client introduction, please.
Let me introduce our LLVM work. The first one is we add more patterns for FNM-ADD. The page link is on the right. The second is add ISD EH12 CFA ISO instruction selection support. This program was founded in GoLLVM. We are supporting the RISC-V on GoLLVM, and when compile the libgo in LLVM part, we found that this ISD node is not supported when do instruction selection. The third is we in ZFINX development, the GPRPF 64 register is used when we enable ZLinks in RV32. This patch changes this register pairs hardware mode to RV32 and change the spill alignment to 32. Because originally it's 64, which is unnecessary. The fourth is fix wrong message of gate version, and this is fixed on libcxx project. The last one is our support of CCE extension. For now, we are developing the jump table on LLVM part and also on LLD part. Okay, that's all. Next slide.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wei Ni. I'm from PhD Network. I introduced our progress on simulator-related work in the past 2 weeks. For Cmo, our Cmo support has been accepted by the maintainer is waiting for merge currently. For Spike, we sent a new PR to fix the Cmo disable support. It has been merged to the upstream. For Cell and ACT, we updated the PRs for Cmo support. They are still in review currently. Since the ACT have changed to use RISC-V architecture, we also updated the RISC-V related program to support the Cmo support. That include the RISC-V itself and the RISC-config, RISC-CDG, and the RISC-ISAC. Most of them are waiting for review currently. That's all. Thanks. Let's go next.
VA introduction for RISC-V, please.
So let's see if Choji or Yahan are online. Okay, so the basic progress for the VA projects. So we are continuing and maintain the RISC-V port on the V8 upstream and fixing a few new failures caused by the new commits on the other architecture or the middle end. And the next project is we are doing a project that porting RISC-V8 to the RISC-V 32 G architecture. So and the good news that all the unit tests have been passed, and currently we are just fixing the CC tests, and all the progress is available and the public online. So you can just check the GitHub account of the RISC-V.org and find the latest commits and the issues. And for the Node.js update, so basically everything goes well, and we have added the CI abilities to the Node.js project. Yeah, okay, thank you. So next slide.
Okay, I will introduce this part. Hi, everyone. I'm Xianyin from TLCT. We have a team working on the OpenJDK for RV32. We have finished the work of interpreter. Now we are debugging the C2 compiler. In the last 2 weeks, we committed 4 patches. And I list the patch in the slide. And I will not introduce every patch. And if everyone are interested in them, and you can read the slide, the list in the slide. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And just I do have a little question for that. For OpenJDK, so I haven't pay attention on that. So you are working on RV32? No, just 64, right?
Yeah. The 64 upstreaming. The Huawei OpenJDK team are working on that.
So JDK 11U has been supported on RISC-V 64. So it we can just use the upstream in compiling successfully, right?
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay,
you are right.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we do have some problem on Fedora to compiling this. So I may consult you about the problem. Yeah, that's what we are very interested in. And also you are working on 32, which is amazing, and will do a lot of help for some IoT chip. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go next.
Hi, I'm Hongbin, and I'm from PLCT. I'm working on the proposal to add RISC-V dialect to the MLIR. And here are some related links about the patch, the post, the documents, and the status. Recently, I received some feedback from Google eRay partner, and here are some main concerns. Mainly, they are using the VLS, it's vector length specific vectorization at MLIR. So the Google eRay team, they want the RISC-V dialect should handle both VLA and the VLS cases is for both the vector length agnostic or the specific cases. And another concern is that they think the current RISC-V dialect is a little low level for the abstraction, and they want a higher level than the LVM intrinsic. And in this case, we can expose some generic features about RISC-V. And for the vector length, and we actually should support the dynamic vector length in MLIR, but they think we should try to use a hardware independent method, and currently we are using a specific method. So maybe we should have a further discussion with the Google eRay team, and we will see how to move forward for the next steps. And that's all I want to share in this meeting, and please go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Liu Tong from PLCT Lab, and I'm working on OpenCV, and we have optimized some kernel algorithm in OpenCV on the RISC-V target, and we are focused on improving the performance of the hardware abstraction layer for RISC-V target, which is also named the universal intrinsic in OpenCV, and it is working in process. And since we are going to modify the existing framework of universal intrinsic, we have to discuss a lot of technical detail with the OpenCV team, and we expect to have a first version to upstream in next month. And there is a problem about testing as for now, we have no hardware available that supports RISC-V vector extension version 1.0. So we are looking forward it and use the Cmo simulator instead. Okay, this is all the information about OpenCV on RISC-V. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you. Oh, Arch Linux, please.
Hello, I'm Dongxu from the Arch Linux RISC-V team. Sorry, but I forgot the update slide 9. I will give you an overview of our recent work in progress. First of all, Arch Linux RISC-V.felixc.at is our project homepage, where you can see the progress of our portal. So far, more than software in the core repo has been ported. 85% of the software in the extra repo is company, and 78% of the software in the community repo is company. And we have an RISC-V packages report on GitHub of test the related to the RISC-V or sorry, I'm RISC-V architecture. We have merged 58 pull requests in the past 2 weeks, including updating Firefox to version 101. We also updated the RISC-V package wiki. Now we have a beta wiki. And finally, we have the version 5 builder for the RISC-V International, thanks to RISC-V International. Those are the updates we have made in the last 2 weeks. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And for the Arch Linux, we actually Fedora has got a lot of help from them. And so it seems that how about the desktop environment, and which desktop you are mainly use? I mean the environment, like LXQT or GNOME, which desktop? I guess is that KDE you are using right now for the main desktop environment?
Just now we can use GNOME for GNOME to a desktop.
Okay, sure. Have you tried to enable KDE for this? Because I can see some of the people want. I just checked with some developer. They wanted to use Arch on some project for RISC-V, which maybe is something like a desktop or laptop. Is that KDE will be supported?
Most KDE is being KDE is mostly be okay, but just try to test this. So it's maybe waiting.
Okay. We for Fedora we haven't finished yet. We still have some package need to be built. So it's okay. We may can cooperate with each other, and I will ask Felix see if we can how many package missing. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Debian
Thank
Linux?
Yeah, yes. Thank you. I'm Yubo from PLCT. Let me introduce something about porting RISC-V on Debian. Firstly, we thanks for Debian side team and the PLCT. We now have CI about RISC-V arc on Debian. This is most necessary condition to meet RISC-V arc to become release arc. This is big news, I think, for Debian RISC-V developer. Secondly, we are ready to porting RISC-V to officially port. No, we are unofficially port, but we are stopped in to fund some build DD machines and porting focus machines. We are hope to start with to offer build DD servers from PLCT, but Debian CIT, Debian DSA team hope to ship those machines to their host location. So we have to find some help from somewhere. Luckily, Jeff from RISC-V Foundation maybe found some RISC-V hardware to develop RISC-V community. This is a very help. Then we have Firefox Debian packages. This is highlight. But the maintainer of the package on Debian hasn't extended the patch because the some related. At last, we have affects FTPFS issues. If you are interested here, you can refer to. That's all. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. I have finished. Hello.
So the next.
Yeah. Sorry for
Yeah.
that. Actually, I just try to follow it. And Debian actually is the most popular OS for RISC-V. Actually, it's early than Fedora, and it's widely used, and a lot of chip company wanted to use. So thank you for contribution. Yeah, and I guess the next one is Weiwu's job, right?
Yeah, so there's a few updates for the RISC-V lab. The small progress that we have 10 more pull requests with more than 10 developers were new to the RISC-V lab and get their MH board, do some experiments or deploy or some new CI process have been deployed. And the good news that finally, thanks Star5, the Institute of Software can now get 100 MH boards in place, and we start to assemble it. Hopefully that there are new 100 MH boards will be put online and serve the community in July. Yeah, okay.
Sure.
So
okay. Should I go next?
Yeah, so that's all the RISC-V that part.
Okay. Oh, let's I guess the one Taser. I guess the first topic is yours.
Yes, yeah. So I just forgot to update it. So the Tesla project, which just we want to bring the user experience for the Linux users, so they can change their laptops to the RISC-V powered laptops without the inferences or inconvenience. So basically, the Tesla project includes supporting and maintaining the Debian, Fedora, and OpenEULA and Arch Linux, something all the popular Linux distributions, and on the RISC-V platform. Yeah, so that's the basic start point. And for the common issues of the porting projects like the LibreOffice, like the Valgrind, so we're just trying to recruit and assemble new teams and task force to port it. So all the contributors are welcome.
Okay, thank you. So actually for the hardware, I guess at the end of this year we can have some prototype, as you may know, and I think for now in China we only have one or two choice for the one or two choice for the laptop solution. I looking forward to got a real laptop, but also maybe we for the builder, like you are using Unmatched for the builder and as a builder in your lab, right? Maybe you can think about some server version of this can run as a builder for us and can build a package faster. Because recently when we using Cmo, sometimes it's still hung up when it compiling Rust. We felt several times. We just like if we can build a Rust RPM package, it's just by luck. I get some help from Felix, and he provided a patch for that. It can highly reduce the hung up rate, but still sometimes still will hung up. So the real hardware will be the lifesaver for us for building most of the package. So this project is very useful for us. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, and so the next yeah. And the next one is RISC-V Day Tokyo 2022 has just finished, and like I introduced just at the very beginning, they include a lot of information about RISC-V, but most of the presentation are in Japanese. In Japanese. So I made a presentation about Linux on RISC-V in English. So maybe you can check the slide and about the latest information about that. Yeah, and more event you can check this like our the event right now. Open Hour has been listed here, and some other more event will be listed here. And yeah, actually I haven't noticed has been at a lot of different events here. So maybe some of that are very interesting and you wanted to join, you can just check this link, RISC-V.org events. So please. And the last one, okay, you again, and sorry for that, and I guess we should check it later. Is that you added just now? Well,
yeah, so basically I think that everyone is talking about that there's really no public information we can share, and yeah, also the only thing I'm confident, kind of confident that the many processors like the Xiangshan have been delayed at least 1 or 2 months to tape out due to the COVID-19 situation in mainland China in the last months.
Okay, so is that which is that the second generation of Xiangshan or the first
exactly.
one? Second generation.
It's a second. So the first generation is just kind of a prototype, and will not. We just said that it will not be in the massive production. So the new product is now Hu model, I think, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. So is that the tape out will be okay? Tape out will be delayed, but do you I don't know the some peripheral or some detail of this processor. Do you know what kind of the peripheral is included in this processor, which can be the server or laptop? Is that we can build a laptop on that with that? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, actually, yeah, sure. I believe that we can build a laptop. The basic Xiangshan is the IP, So and a few other companies and organizations was building the SoC based on the Xiangshan core. So yeah, and definitely that I do believe, but I don't know which is that which one or which of them are building the SoC for laptops. So the SoC laptops they need to definitely they have some kind of a PCIe and any other extension ports and the power the better power supply power control power management module, and also that have some modifications or the updates for the kernel module.
Yes, yes, yeah. Thank you for that. And actually, they could be higher. They can make RISC-V more popular than ARM. At this time, you know, we're looking forward to ARM laptop for a long time, but many years, and there's a not very good ARM laptop. But the RISC-V laptop, once the RISC-V laptop come out, although it may be not as good as the x86, but at least it's a laptop. People start using that, then we have a chance to improve that. Although at the very beginning, maybe it's a toy, but we should start with that and made it more made it more popular at the end. Yeah. But thank you very much for your contribution, all the contribution on this project. Thank you.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so not on this slide, but I do believe. So although there's no public, I do believe that the Alibaba may have some potential or some chance to publish some high-end RISC-V cores or SoCs in recent months.
Oh, really? Okay. That's a good news for us.
There's no public information, but I do believe. So that's my personal observation. So yeah. So yeah, I think that they're doing something cool.
Like a multi-core silicon, and including which maybe can support server performance or have some server performance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all the topic we have go through all the topic. So anyone has some information or want to share with us, or maybe some question, is very welcome here.
Oh, so yeah, so a few updates on the LibreOffice. So currently there's not only one for staff. Actually we have a small task force working on it. So the task force is just the three different we have 3 or 4 staff and interns from different Linux distribution teams, and we just collaborate and try to port in the LibreOffice. So we are just in early stage. Yeah.
So what I heard is LibreOffice including some Java support. So if we disable Java support, maybe we can build an early version and then we enable it later. Is that the way we are doing, or some other ways, like we enable Java support at the very beginning? Because I heard just now your colleague just told us Java support has been upstream for RISC-V 64.
Yeah.
So
so there's some work of backports which is non-trivial. So basically there's still some of software is using the OpenJDK 8, which is a long-term support version that is kind of outdated. And the OpenJDK 8, there are no RISC-V port for the hotspot virtual machine. It's just a zero, very basic support called 0. Actually, the RISC-V 64 have been upstream to the OpenJDK master branch, and that means that the users started using OpenJDK 17, more than 17, and later versions will get RISC-V by default. But the versions before 17, they're just like the OpenJDK 8, that we need to do some backports. And the backporting work is still on the schedule on the backlog of the OpenJDK team in PLCT. And we do want to encourage some new interns to do the backports, and don't tell them how difficult it is.
Okay. So thank you for your info. Thank you. Okay. It seems we go through all the topic, and yeah. So any question and any information about it you want to share with us? Anyone? So no question? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so it's top of the clock, and we may someone made a question in the chat per core.
So how does the performance per core?
Anyone come from Silicon company and can answer the question,
Yeah, so,
or maybe?
Yeah, I can just do some comments on this. There's some public data that the Xiangshan core do some experiments and comparison, and the data is available on their sites, so which can search online, and their talks can be searched on the YouTube, and the RISC-V International account of RISC-V International. And basically, the first generation was compared with the A5 series, and the next generation is compared with if I remember correctly, it's compared with the ARM7 series. So yeah, so basically if we compare the total performance is in integer performance and the flow and the float, or the double or the float or double precision computing to the next generation of Xiangshan core is very promising. And the other RISC-V cores, they may target in different areas. So they may, for example, there's a lot of RISC-V cores was targeting the MCU market, and they are comparing with targeting with the ARM series. Yeah, so basically there are hundreds of RISC-V cores now, and yeah, so I believe that there are going to be a few high-end or high-performance RISC-V cores, and in Europe and in China.
Yes. Thank you for your answer. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Any more question? You can paste it in the chat, or just open your microphone and answer and ask the question directly. Okay. What I can see is no one.
Yeah.
Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's tight. So time's up. So we thank you for joining us, and welcome.
Yeah, thank you for.
Thank you for all the. Thank you, Wei Wu. Thank you all the people in attending. Thank you. So see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
See you.